social media, everything from breakfast boards to burgers and dessert boards. You really can't go wrong.
Yeah, and today we're learning how to create stunning and delicious toast boards, which I'm so excited about for your next brunch party. And we're joined by Jason Wilson, the owner of the Lakehouse Bellevue, and executive chef Kevin Benner. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, so good to have you. All right, before we dive in, though, tell us a little bit about the restaurant and some of the seasonal food that you have coming up.
Chef? Well, the restaurant is heavily seasonal. So right now we're looking at the end of summer and going into fall. So we've got peaches, tomatoes, figs just came along. So we're really working with a lot of those things right now.
Beautiful.
I love it. You know, food boards have blown up on TikTok especially. What do you think makes this trend so popular?
I mean, the use of seasonal ingredients first, but the toast boards for us, and I think those boards in general,
yeah.
It allows people to choose what they want. They're not really forced into, here's the plate of your hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
And it's interactive, so everyone gets to partake and be a part of it.
Super
and
fun.
Speaking of which, we're going to give you guys some work.
Okay.
So
Yes, we're learning how to make some toast boards, right? And I think it's a really easy way to get creative and make it super fancy, too.
That's right. And this is great for holiday entertaining as well, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to move that there. Why don't you grab a little bit of the olive oil, and we're just going to freely pour a touch on some of the toast.
Okay.
We
just like
grilled,
that.
yeah, just a and that's kind of the thing, is have some fun with it. Give them the both.
That's a great measurement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. And
should I put it on all of them?
put it on all of them.
Okay.
Beautiful.
You want to go ahead and marinate some figs?
Oh, I do. I love a fig.
So we're just going to toss them with some mint, and if you want to throw a little bit of vinegar in there, that lovely aged vinegar, and we've got some ricotta cheese here as well.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and take
Should I
the
put that
ricotta and spread that on.
On all of them or just one?
I think on two of them.
Two
Let's
of
do them on
them.
two of them.
Okay.
So each of you gets one that way. And again, spreading how much you want. Here's a spoon. Yeah, go ahead and use that one.
This one?
And how much you want on there. If you want a little, a lot. You can always vary the spreads as well.
Yeah.
So it could be hummus, it could be some different cheeses, even some of the nut cheeses that are out there.
Beautiful.
And then I think build what you like with that. We're going to do a little bit of salt. So
Ooh.
I like to think about it like it rains a little bit in Seattle, so it drizzles.
A little salt. Beautiful.
And then
drizzle.
go ahead and throw some peaches on where you want to go.
Okay.
Okay.
And
On top of the ricotta?
yeah.
Okay.
And as you're doing that, I want to show a way to cut avocados where you don't cut into your hand.
Which can be so terrible. So
Yeah.
this is great advice.
Yeah.
So an avocado is everyone's familiar with these, and you can simply cut through the top and kind of roll that avocado just to cut it in half. So you have here.
Beautiful.
I've got another one there. And Chef, do you want to throw some
let's
salmon
do
down?
Some salmon.
So I use
on
a
this
spoon.
bread.
Chefs loved spoons, and you can tell from our spoon collections almost. And I use a spoon just to kind of slowly take out each piece.
Oh, look at that.
And what you're doing is you're kind of just shaving it off, essentially.
Do some tomatoes too.
And it allows for a really lovely finish, and you can control the thickness that you want. But guess what? There's no puncturing the skin here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the beauty of it.
A testament to it being ripe and ready to go, right? Because if I'm fighting with the avocado too much, maybe it's not quite.
And you shouldn't have done it with your spoon or your knife at that point.
Okay.
This is honeycomb, and it would be fantastic to have that on the peaches.
Ooh, I agree.
Let's
Some
do
on
that.
there.
Give a little drizz.
Yeah.
So should I cut it? How do
Cut
we
it.
How do we
yeah.
work with the honeycomb?
And honeycomb you can find at a farmer's market. We get it wholesale, obviously, and from some beekeepers.
Ooh,
but then
that
you can
looks
also get it at Met Market and PCC.
That does look really
this
good.
is truly one of the most.
I want some of that.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So always give it a touch of salt.
Okay.
I'm going to reach in and do that.
Sprinkle.
Yeah. And I think it's cool to say, like, that could be your toast.
Yeah.
But if you want to add meat to it, or prosciutto or chorizo or something like that, it's easy enough to take a little bit of slice and throw it in there.
Beautiful.
All right. So
Fabulous.
Chef Kevin's created the avocado, salmon, tomato.
This one looks like
Thank you.
extra like filling too. My goodness.
So colorful.
Well, the cool thing is you've got this, seasonality approach here, so that all of it is really driven by what you want. So fall and winter, you can use squash, apples, pears. We've done cranberries at the restaurant. But the cool thing, I think, as well, is that you're able to take part in the process.
That's beautiful.
It's really interactive.
I definitely snuck a bite of the peaches too when I was off camera, and I can say these are so just bursting with flavor. So I think that really speaks to you guys, like, using the ingredients that are in season right now.
Definitely.
That. What if I just like?
Oh, do you want to do the whole deal?
No, because I guess I should share with you too. Huh? I was gonna just like grab it and take a bite. Okay.
Let's see.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to make a little one with the carrots on it. It's one of my favorite things to do because carrots are kind of year-round.
Gosh, this is mind-blowingly good.
And this is like nice and sweet, and I guess with the carrots it would be a little more savory then.
Yeah, so we have some carrots that are roasted with harissa spice and a little bit of chili, and we'll just throw a little bit of mint on here. And this is a great demonstration of you can buy things for it. You can use raw, fresh, seasonal ingredients, and you can make stuff for it too. So everybody gets to partake in it, and people that are coming over, it's an easy way for, well, can you imagine you having a glass of wine or a cocktail and then creating this?
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, and having a little thing to walk away with.
Where do you get your bread? Because the bread is so good.
All right, so the bread is the thing, and it's, ingredients are the most important part.
Right.
My favorite bread in our area is Ben's bread.
Okay.
Ben Campbell makes incredible bread. He made the bread for our wedding and does bread for the restaurant along with some hamburger buns too.
It's really good.
Jason and Kevin, thank you so much for coming. These are so good. You guys gotta go there, check them out, and try some of their toast. We posted a little bit more info on the Lakehouse Bellevue on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yeah, and before we go, I want to give a big birthday shout out to my baby boy Logan, who turns 4. He loves toast too, so this would be perfect.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah.
Make it a great one.